Convicted murderer is back in jail after escaping from work release, and his escape is raising new concerns. In Davenport, police arrested John Frederick Moore around 3 on Saturday morning. The Iowa Department of Corrections says Moore did not return from his job assignment through a work release program on Friday. In 19 halfway houses across Iowa, about 35 people a year from each home escape or simply do not come back. That number has been increasing since last year. News 8's Jessica Dedita joins us now live from Davenport. Jessica, what really are officials doing to kind of cut down on that number?
Yeah, Jim, people who walk away or don't return to halfway houses like in Davenport is growing. And for local Department of Corrections, fixing the problem is only getting started. Overcrowding in prisons is common.
We know that the state's prison system, the Iowa prison system, is 14% over capacity. It's running at 114% of capacity.
That's why the Department of Corrections Director Waylon McCullough says there is a need for halfway homes.
You're halfway in, you're halfway out.
A system McCullough says helps offenders transition back into communities. But halfway houses in Iowa are seeing a large number of offenders leaving without permission.
In my calculation, this is for the state, shows that would average about 35 per facilities.
A number officials want to drop.
Oh, it's exceedingly frustrating. It's very frustrating, especially when you see people who are doing well.
But stopping the cycle isn't easy.
We see the phenomenon where people actually jeopardize, sabotage their success.
About 1/3 of offenders who are assigned to Iowa's halfway houses go back to prison. That's why the Department of Corrections is working on developing a long-term solution. Exactly what that is a work in progress.
What we've looked at is it's really broad-based. It goes at our risk assessment tools so that we can assess based on actuarial science the probability that someone would violate. We can address some of the thinking errors that may come into play when the person does make the decision to leave supervision.
And already this year, 15 people have walked away from this facility, and the DOC tells me that 90% of offenders are caught and sent back to prison. Reporting live in Davenport, Jessica Dedita, WQAD News 8.
The Department of Corrections also says a majority of people in prison will return to communities, so they believe halfway homes just provide a safer and easier transition.